If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, how do I break out of my shy, quiet and different label and be confident? Answer by Ryan Thames. Most shy, quiet or different people are labeled as introverts. However, you never need to accept a label. If you are willing to work hard, you can accomplish anything you put your mind to, and you can become exactly who you want to be. I personally believe that I was an introvert for years and used this label as an excuse to avoid social situations of any kind. This was bad because we as humans have the need to feel connected. We need people. Loneliness is currently the highest cause of depression in the world. The good news is that if you truly want to be more social and confident, you can be. By doing the following things, you should be able to improve your confidence in no time at all. Surround yourself with positivity. What you put in is often what you put out. Positivity is extremely attractive, so try and exude it as much as possible. You can also improve your positivity by making sure you remove all the negativity from your life. Don't get caught up by trends. Rather, listen to happy music, watch inspiring movies and read positive books. What you put in is often what you will get out, so make sure you surround yourself with positivity and avoid negative influences at all costs. Reading an inspiring book will often be much more beneficial to you than spending an hour scrolling through Instagram. Stand up to what scares you. Fear usually comes from a lack of self-confidence. When you are afraid of the outcome, maybe judgment or rejection, you usually won't even attempt it. Until you face your fear head-on, it controls you and makes the voice of self-doubt louder. To combat this, you could make it your goal to face one of your fears every day. Before you know it, all your fake bravery will have resonated with you and become real. The saying "fake it till you make it" is true. You can actually trick your brain into believing that you are more confident than you really are through repetition. When you learn the piano, you only improve through practice and repetition. Once you practice enough, it begins to become more natural to you and ingrains itself in your brain. The same goes for confidence. The more you act confident, the more confident you will start to feel. Believe in yourself. You need to be your own biggest fan. By learning to love yourself, you will be a much happier, healthier and more confident person. Improve your self-love through self-affirmation. Focus on your strengths and achievements and congratulate yourself for them. Write them down if you have to, just don't forget them and remind yourself of them often. Your confidence is influenced tremendously by your daily thoughts, especially recurring thoughts. Consistency and repetition is key to lasting change. If you want to be more confident, make a habit of reminding yourself of your unique gifts and abilities and of all your accomplishments. Befriend failure. When you attempt something, you have a 50% chance of succeeding and a 50% chance of failing. This means that at some point you are going to fail. While this may seem terrifying to you, you need to realize that sometimes failure is success in itself. Thomas Edison viewed failure in a very positive light, saying, "I have not failed, I have simply found 100 ways not to create a light bulb." He saw each failure as a learning opportunity and as an inspiration to keep going. Viewing failure in this way can lead to greater success, as you won't be allowing failure to have any hold on you and slow you down. Use your mistakes to propel you forward. I hope these tips help you improve your confidence in some way. If you would like any more tips or suggestions on how to build confidence and self-esteem, then I would recommend that you read Improve Self-Esteem Forever by Tyler Moore, as I personally found this book to be very helpful. Answer by Dean Young. Constantly staying in the state of low self-esteem doesn't help people to achieve great things. In most cases, that's not the ingredient to perform better and achieve more in life. We all know that the opposite of low self-esteem, confidence, works way better in helping us to steer toward our goals. I believe we all have the time when others see us as a successful figure in the industry, but we see ourselves as a failure, average, or simply not good enough. And that self-loathing feeling later affects our performance and productivity directly. I started to blog not long ago and I got some compliment from my work, but I always felt I'm not good enough because I was never a professional writer or blogger. English is not even my major language. That's one factor that contributes to my behavior of procrastination on writing during the first 6 months. To break this destructive behavior, I started to do the 3 steps, which are what I like to share with you below. 1. Accept imperfection. The first step to break this disempowering behavior, default ourselves to negative emotional state, is to aware that nobody is perfect in this world. And then accept your personal weakness and imperfection as a part of you. The good part of being self-aware is that you now have a clearer picture of what you're weak at the same time what you're strong or good at. With this, there are two things you could do. Take baby steps to improve your weakness if that particular skill is necessary for your personal and professional development, such as parenting or sales and marketing. Or the other way around, ignore what you're weak at and focus on your strength. If you're weak at public speaking, then get someone to be the face of your business. Focus on your strength of management instead. Regardless you choose to improve or ignore your weaknesses, you're now better off than not aware of them, or not taking action to fix them at all. By accepting your imperfection and being self-aware, you will be able to have a clearer understanding of your priorities too. Knowing what is the most important to you at that particular moment and put full focus on it. In life, we're not perfect. At the same time, we can have it all. To stop comparing. One habit that kills our self-confidence is by constantly comparing with others. I used to do this a lot in school and during the first few years of my professional life. We compare our background, the cars we drive, the job we have, the income we earn, and much more. But what we don't know is that comparison is a destructive behavior in many ways, simply because it makes no sense to compare. You're unique. You have different parents, different background, grew up in a different city and have different circles of friends. Most importantly, we have different culture and ideas being passed down by different teachers in life. So, does it make any sense to compare anything in your life with mine? No. Even before that, what's your definition of success? I'm sure it will be different from mine, and many others too. One more thing, a comparison is just unfair, because most of the time, we're comparing our worst with others' best. We compare our failure with someone else's success. What about failures the person went through that we're not aware of? There are just too little information, experience and knowledge we can gain from others to make an accurate comparison. 3. Focus on small wins. Feeling low in self-esteem and super high in confidence is directly related to our emotions. Which mean, to solve the problem of feeling down and stay in the peak state most of the time, we need to master our emotions. There were too many articles telling us to set huge goals, and those becomes viral because they usually tie setting big goals with strong intensity of emotions, excitement and burning desire. But you and I both know that big goals and visions never come true in a day or two. Sometimes, they even never come true when we found out that's not what we really want in life. I still believe in setting big goals, because a big enough goal will push us forward. But manage your emotions that attach to those goals wisely. Rather than feeling all the excitement about the new goals on the whiteboard in your office, later feel down about not achieving them. Let's take that a step further. Break your big goal down into smaller pieces, and then take many actions to ensure you make progress. Remove the emotional attachment to your big goal. And be hungry to complete each mini action and celebrate every small win. Our brain doesn't differentiate the small win and the big win. Focus on small actions and celebrate every small win. Build up the momentum for us to get things done and take consistent actions instead emotional roller coaster we used to fall into without any control. Final thoughts, you don't really need a reason. When asked most people why they feel good, they will find a reason for it. It can be something good just happened, close a big business deal, hit a new PR in the gym, or just came back from a great trip. But what about asking people why they feel bad? It can be anything, just woke up, have too much free time, bored, or simply no reason. So, why don't we turn this around? We don't really need any reason to feel good or confident. It's hard to do so at first. People might think you're crazy, but start practicing the 3 steps above from now. Accept weaknesses, stop comparing, and focus on small wins. You will find that feeling confident for no reason is not that hard after all. Source: 3 simple steps to ramp up your self-confidence game. Answer by Julian Reisinger. Telling everyone you are not shy anymore. Greater than tried it already, didn't work. Giving money to everyone who treats you like the life of the party. Greater than could get quite expensive. And who knows, maybe everyone would just lie to you to extract cash. Taking on a new identity and leaving forever to start a new life somewhere else where it's sunny all the time. Greater than sounds promising, but maybe a little drastical. Showing them, improving your social skills and expanding your comfort zone in social situations step by step. Greater than a sound strategy that is my very young Padawan.